In episode 160, we learn where Yuno comes from. I am sad Yuno wasn't a member of the elves because that would have been cool, with him being an elf and Asta a devil, as well as why it was easy for the wind spirit to be drawn to him. It does make sense Yuno, with his amazing magic power, is a noble because both elves and nobles have higher rating magic. Yuno comes from the House of Crimberial. Yuno is the prince of the Spade Kingdom. When we learn this, it's a huge surprise for the characters. Yuno doesn't believe it because he was abandoned in the Clover Kingdom, not somewhere in the Spade Kingdom. Ralph doesn't know how to explain this to Yuno except to show him the past. He uses magic on Yuno to show him where he came from and make him believe he is a prince. Normal people would be happy to hear that they're royalty or related to one, but not Yuno. When Yuno was born, he was healthy and the clouds in the sky opened up, letting the sunshine in. This showed the Spade Kingdom Yuno was their hope and is the symbol of hope, all thanks to nature. His mother picked out the name Yuno, and his father uses wind magic, which is where Yuno gets his talents from. We also see a younger Ralph who is training to join the Mage Defense Force to protect Yuno. Yuno's father mentions how baby Yuno is a crybaby, which his mother says Yuno is a baby, so of course he's going to cry a lot. Babies do cry a lot, but his father calling him a crybaby is harsh. But this does explain when Yuno and Asta were younger, Yuno would always cry and Asta would come to his rescue. Then, everything changed when the Zorat siblings returned. Everything changed when the Dark Triad attacked. Only Yuno, the prince and master of wind, can help, and he is still the Spade Kingdom's hope. Which I want Yuno and Asta to still be in the Clover Kingdom together, even though they aren't in the same Magic Knights team. I don't want them to be separated. The Zorgrat siblings attack the castle, making it known that they have the devil's powers, turning them into the Dark Triad. The king and queen are killed, and Ralph's father was able to sneak Yuno out of the castle. Ralph's father and the two other guards talk about how the Dark Triad should need Yuno alive to be able to obtain the throne, but they are after something else, which is why they want Yuno dead, as well as the siblings are powerful, so taking something by force isn't hard. Ralph's father and the two other guards split up into three, and each are pretending to carry Yuno out of the kingdom, where it will be safest for him. Ralph's father is the one who has Yuno, and we get another look into Yuno's necklace is a good luck charm from him given to him by the king, his father. Ralph's father, before he dies, gives Yuno to the church in Hodge Village. The flashback ends, and Ralph asks Yuno if he believes him now. Before we learn what Yuno thinks of all this, he gets a call from Golden Dawn is being attacked by the Dark Triad. Now, this makes it seem like the Dark Triad is after Yuno, but they don't even know who Yuno is, and they're actually after William. Yuno does believe Ralph, but he doesn't care where he comes from / who his family is. Yuno says he is Yuno of the Clover Kingdom and nothing else. Yuno finally arrives back to the Golden Dawn and is in shock and gets super pissed. Yuno finally loses his cool, which we can't blame him because he just learned his life is kind of a lie with him being forced to live in the Clover Kingdom. He just learned he's a prince and that his family was killed and just his whole entire life is just in shambles right now. This is where episode 160 ends, with Yuno about to take out the Dark Triad and them not realizing yet who Yuno is. Can you believe it has already been 160 episodes for Black Clover? That's so much, and yet I love this anime and have been here since day one, so I'm going to keep sticking around.